Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Alex and I hope all is well with you today. Meghan has released her podcast and there has been much talk about it, but one thing for sure is that it is a massive success, as can be seen here. Meghan Markle tops Joe Rogan as number one on Spotify with new podcast. The Joe Rogan Experience is regularly the most listened to podcast on the streaming service. Of course, anything that Meghan and Harry do will be met with an avalanche of naysayers from the media, because of the smear campaign against them, a media that never focus on the very grave problems that the royal family have, such as Andrew and their continued mandatory taking of the UK public's taxes. And that is why, of course, this smear campaign continues. But what they don't seem to understand that all of this negative press attention is still attention, and it still annoys them that they are successful. It says here, Meghan Markle toppled Spotify king Joe Rogan this week to become number one on the platform in 6 different countries, including the US, with her new podcast, Archetypes. The Duchess of Sussex welcomed her longtime friend and tennis champ, Serena Williams, as her first guest on the podcast Tuesday. The two talked about how the word ambition has become a dirty, dirty word when it comes to women. In the podcast, the royal said she never personally felt a negative connotation toward ambition until she started dating Prince Harry. Since then, I've felt negativity behind it. It's really hard to unfeel it, she said. I can't unsee it either. In the millions of girls and women who make themselves smaller, so much smaller on a regular basis. Along with the US, Archetypes also topped Spotify in Canada, the UK, Ireland, Australia and New Zealand. Markle's podcast is produced by the Sussex Archwell Audio in collaboration with Spotify's Gimlet Media. Of course, we also have stories doing the rounds that in the podcast she said things that was secretly dissing the royal family. Here we see, going Dutch, Meghan Markle news, fans all saying the same thing about Duchess's veiled swipe at royals on her new Spotify podcast. This type of article is a load of nonsense. We've seen it all before. They don't even give an example of any failed swipe, apart from saying she feels now she can be heard and be unfiltered, but in the world of the tabloid press, this is seen as a swipe. But let's not dwell on the multitude of negative press on the podcast, as this is all obviously an organised negative attack, and all because they know the podcast will be successful. Let's look at some more positive news. In other news, we see that Harry and Meghan have adopted a new furry friend. Harry and Meghan adopted beagle called Mamma Mia. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have adopted a beagle called Mamma Mia. The 7-year-old rescue dog joins a fellow beagle Guy and a black Labrador thought to be named Pula at their family home in Montecito, California. The Los Angeles Times reported that Mamma Mia was rescued along with 4,000 other beagles by federal authorities in Virginia in July. Shannon Keith, an animal rights attorney who runs the Beagle Freedom Project, told the newspaper, "The Duchess called me personally." She added, "She calls on my cell with no caller ID and says, 'Hey Shannon, this is Meghan.'" Miss Keith said they talked for 30 minutes and she wondered if it was Megan Fox, but it was indeed the Duchess of Sussex. The newspaper said Meghan and Harry made an after-hours visit and played with Mia, who had been brought there with 8 of her newborn puppies. Miss Keith told the Los Angeles Times, "The Duchess is holding Mia and was like, 'We're adopting her.' She was like, 'No, we don't want a Christmas puppy, we want ones we can help, who are older.'" Animal lover Meghan has adopted a number of rescue dogs over the past few years and brought her American rescue beagle Guy to the UK when she married Harry. The former actress chose animal welfare charity Mayhew as one of her first patronages. When she moved to England to be with Harry, she had to leave Bogart, a Labrador Shepherd mix in the US. Meghan has previously said the pair of rescue dogs mean the absolute world to her and has referred to them as my loves and my boys. Guy and Bogart regularly featured on her Instagram account, with Guy even appearing in a patriotic knitted Union flag jumper. Meghan often used the #AdoptDon'tShop hashtag in her Instagram posts. It was American comedian and chat show Ellen DeGeneres who convinced Meghan to adopt Bogart, her first pet, after she bumped into her in a shelter. The Queen is the royal best known for her love of dogs. In the engagement interview in 2017, Harry revealed the Queen's corgis and dogs took to Meghan straight away.